is everybody doing? It's been a while since I posted something. Spent the beginning of this year just collecting myself and my thoughts and stuff. I wasn't even actually going to post anything, but I was driving to work this morning on the motorway. There was a bit of a go slow, bit of a jam, and again I wasn't going particularly fast. I slowed down because of the car in front of me, and some guy ran into the back of my car. And I mean, just to clarify, I am fine. I'm currently driving a car. It does need some stuff doing to it. I immediately came out, took a picture of my car, took a picture of his car, gave me his number, called the number, made sure that it's the phone that he's holding. So like all that kind of stuff is sorted. That's not really what I'm calling about, but it's just it was interesting. So I called my wife, and my wife and I last year, like, we were really talking to each other and thinking, like, this is gonna we're entering a good season. There's an expectation at the beginning of 2020 for things to get better for us. And then 2020. And so for those of you who don't know, I had a stroke in 2020 and my dad died. And obviously there's the pandemic and stuff. So we started using this term. So whenever something would be like bad news, negative news, it was like distraction. So distraction. We became very, because we were so confident about the fact that by God's grace things are going to get better. Sometimes it can be easy to be derailed if you're walking in a certain direction and life happens, and as a consequence of that you think, hold on, my expectation is that this road that I'm walking on, I shouldn't be getting this thing that I'm dealing with. But I think that we're not exempt from life. Nobody is exempt from life, regardless of your relationship with God. And I think that because the only thing, if you read the Bible, it's the only thing that's clear is that at the end of it, God says, "I'll make the end better than the beginning." So there's a guarantee of an expected end. That's what God says in Jeremiah. Got good plans for you. So we know what the end of the story is going to be. So if we know that and we believe that, we have faith in that, then the only thing that's separating now from when it looks good is time. And I think sometimes these things happen in life, and our disposition to them now is just a distraction. And I was so happy. I was speaking to another one of my friends, like, we trained ourselves to be like, it's the beginning of the year, I was not at fault, and this happened, and you could be thinking, oh, it's another thing I've got to deal with, and it's possible to have a very negative opinion on it. But my take on it now is it's just a distraction from the fact that the place that I'm moving towards is good. And I think that as we're all moving forward, the beginning of the year is a time for us to take stock and think about what we want to achieve, and from a health point of view, whether it's maintaining your health, because that's a real struggle for a lot of people in lockdown. If you're going to the gym or you're going swimming or whatever the things that you do, it might be difficult to do those things in lockdown. Or if it's improving your health, actually, I want to take up walking, running, exercise regularly. There's going to be things that come along that are going to hit you in the face, and if you're not careful, it can be easy to renege on the decision you made to move forward, and it can be easy for your countenance to fall and be like, oh, I was gonna walk every day, but X and Y happened. I was gonna run, I was gonna go to the gym, but not gym, I was gonna do some exercise, but X and Y happened. But I would encourage you to think of it like a distraction. Keep your focus and continue to move forward, because consistency is going to be one of the keys to being able to achieve your health goal. Again, whether that is moving forward or maintenance. And I think, from a faith point of view, the story kind of writes itself. God is clear that even with relationship with Him, that doesn't exempt us from life. And being in a situation where we're all dealing with life, I'm not saying as a prophecy, but something's going to happen. But I think it's your choice to view it as a negative thing that can take your focus from where you're going, or what God says about you, or you can just be like, distractions, deal with it and move on, because life is not linear. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna have to take it to the garage and get all that kind of stuff sorted, but I'm actually quite upbeat if that's the right word to say. So yeah, Happy New Year. I believe it's going to be a good year. You let me know, has there been anything that's happened already this year that's been like, I would argue that it's your disposition to the thing is as important, if not more than the thing itself. Yeah.